This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from the link. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. That's going to be caught.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. 3rd and short. Prescott. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
And he will take this down, close to a 1st down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal, waiting. They say he did not break the play. He's down inside the 1. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
Well, they clearly thought their best chance of barreling this across the goal line was to give it to the old fullback. But this defense was ready for it. He gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They have been stuffed twice. What will they do here on 3rd down and goal? To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points, you kind of feel like a letdown. So they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. And this is high. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
Great, set.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And that screen slowed to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
To return, it is Turpin. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Now Dowdle. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down. Yeah! Here we go! Here we go, 46, 46. 26. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is...
the pressure, too much, and he goes down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. On second down, it's Dak. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play...
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Here we go! 26! 26! Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end, Uzama. Backed up to his own goal line. Hurts. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
So a really interesting strategy here, Mike. So on 1st and 2nd down, they decide to put the ball in the air, and they both result in incompletion. So now it brings up 3rd down and long, real deep inside your own territory. At the very least, you're trying to give yourself some breathing room if you're unable to pick up this 1st down.
That's complete. Tight end Goddard. And that will give them some space, moving it all the way past the 40-yard line. Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the 3rd quarter begins. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Dowdle. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Prescott now. A hit as he threw. The pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And a short pickup, too. About the 42-yard line. Second down and 8. Prescott. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards.
That's over the middle and intercept. And now he loses the football.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball. More bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Back to throw is Prescott. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
So, points at a premium. Defensive. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Catch made there, that's Smith. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 34. A first down throw for Hurts. That is intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over at their own 14-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
His drive will start on the ground, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. On play action, here's Dak. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Here we go. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
So they failed to connect on another throw, and it's really been the story for both of these teams throughout this ballgame. I mean, neither offense can get anything going, and when you look at the scoreboard, it certainly reflects that.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's touchback. This is 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Deron Bland, good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one. To throw on second down is Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. It's second down. Again, Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third and short, and Hurts will throw. That one caught by Smith. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. To the air again, Hurts. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down. Hurts again. That is hauled in at the 5. And he is going to be out of bounds. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a first down. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. And now the decision is go for two. That's a gutsy call, and really, in effect, it's ball game right here. That's going to be caught. Not playing for the other team. They get the two-point conversion and take the lead here in the final minute. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down. On the play fake, Dak. He's going to try it here again. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay. This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. So it's a win here for the Eagles.